Hey guys, I got a good story for you. I wanted to show you this video. This happened a couple years ago, but I'm going to show you the connection between Vanilla Ice, Hot Wheels, and Foxbodies. So a couple years ago, there was the I Love 90s tour, and Rob Van Winkle, or Vanilla Ice, hooked me up. I'm going to show you that in just a bit, but I'm going to kind of give you the background on how this came to be and the whole story behind this. So if you aren't familiar with Hot Wheels, or even if you are, I'm going to walk you through and I'm going to show you the connection here. But basically back in our early, like late 2009, 2010 time frame, they came out with the SVO, which was the Boulevards and the Modern Classic. And there was an old mail-in. You had to get so many cars and you could mail in. So they're kind of neat. These are fairly popular. They're probably 40, 50 bucks. Maybe a little bit less if you get them at a show. And then over the years, there was Mustang Mania, and this ended up being the 92 Mustang, so that popped up. Now this one's a little bit more money. This one probably anywhere from 70 to 90 bucks. So then in about 2017, they came out with the first of the treasure hunt for the 92 Mustang. And for those that aren't familiar with Hot Wheels, you see a little flame behind the car, a little gold flame. That tells you it's a treasure hunt. And you can also see by the logo. Now these are obvious. Sometimes it's not so obvious if it's on a peg. And guys, bear with me. Promise, stick with me. You'll see where this is going. Comes with the rubber Real Rider wheels. And then just recently, like the last year or two, they came out with the purple SVO, similar thing. It's also a treasure hunt. But like I said, these go for like 40 to maybe 50 bucks, depending on the car. That's kind of average. And you'll see old men in aisles waiting around just to try and find these. A little bit crazy. I just buy them. But then this is where Hot Wheels really started showing love. Is starting in 2021, they offered through the Red Line Club. This is basically you had to buy it through the club. You just pay the $10 membership. They called, basically they were referring to this as the 93 Cobra R. It really just kind of looked like a regular Cobra. The wheels, again, aren't exact. But it did have an opening hood. Kind of cool. And then around that same time, actually just before this came out on the market, it took a year from the time that you bought it to the time you got it. Was about a year. Well, then they came out with the Charlotte car. And this is, you had to get this. This was I believe it was the dinner car at the Charlotte convention. You could almost predict that Hot Wheels was going to do the red and the teal and the black, which they did. But this one right at the show, it's been hovering about 150, 200 bucks. And what makes these a little bit more unique is these are still numbered. A lot of these cars are no longer numbered, but this is out of 4,000. And then the club car, these were not numbered. So again, even today, just because of the low numbers, they still hover, like I said, just under $200. And then more recently, the last year, they came out with the black. Okay, so where is all this leading? So what I did during the I Love 90s tour a couple years ago, and actually 2022, I actually took I had one that was still in the blister, and I had the man himself, Vanilla Ice, Rob Van Winkle. He actually signed this for me. He actually signed my license plate. But he also did me a solid, and I'm going to show you that in just a second. Even better, I've got something even better than that. But before I show you that, I'm going to show you, for those that may not be familiar with this, really the most expensive Foxbody Hot Wheels that are out there this is an old Real Rider from about 10 years ago, and this was the 92 Mustang. Now this one's numbered. This one is out of 3,500. So these consistently go 200 to 250. So this is probably the most expensive Foxbody. There's some old Neos out of India. They can be 400 or 500. I don't really consider those Foxbody. And then just from a rarity standpoint, so this was a 90s car, the decade car. Now this one's basically worth probably $5, $3, whatever. But they did have this unique, if you ever find one, grab it. They had German carded ones. So if you ever see one of these, it's German, grab it. Now, I'm not doing this to sell. These are probably all going to go to my grandkids. So here's where we get to Vanilla Ice. And guys, this is like literally, you want to talk about, for being a Foxbody fanatic, this is quite literally, I had to pinch myself that he actually did this for me. But here you go. This is what Rob Van Winkle, this is what he had to say to me. And with that, I'm going to end the video. Anyways, he did this for me, gave me a personal message. I'm going to go ahead and cut it here. I'm going to just let him, I can't top it. This was like, to this day, I still smile every time I see this. The next thing that I could only hope for is maybe at some point he makes a comment in this video. And with that, I'll catch you in the next one.
Hey Darren, always keep rolling in your 5.0, brother.